Everyone thinks that Bitcoin is about to collapse. However, active addresses are actually growing. They're climbing. This is not what happens in bear markets. Smart money isn't selling at all, it's settling. The data doesn't lie, narratives do. Welcome back, Crypto Crew. It's your boy Tom here, bringing you the hottest in crypto and Bitcoin action. If you're ready to dive into today's market analysis, give us a like, make sure you hit subscribe, and make sure you follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin and crypto all day, every day. All right, let's get into it. Let's look at Bitcoin wallet addresses. They are climbing, they are not coming off. If we look at the bear markets back in 2018, market collapse, active addresses went down. Same thing in 2021. However, right here, they're actually moving upwards. Okay, so like I said in the open, smart money isn't selling, it's settling. And the narrows are basically lying to you, all right, in my opinion. All right, so really I want to go over to the Bitcoin chart right here, where I'm going to show you something right here. Bitcoin is flashing bullish divergence. Price is making slightly right now higher lows. RSI is forming lower lows. Classic hidden divergence. This is the dip that nobody wants, but it is the dip that starts the pump. Okay, if I come on over to a daily chart on Bitcoin itself right here, we are looking at a golden cross. Same setup as last time. Okay, a 10% correction. Then a 63% breakout right here. Okay, if history repeats, we could be looking at a 60% plus move incoming. Smart money sees it. Now, the question is, are you watching it, or are you getting shaken out? Because this is the type of market that separates tourists from actual traders. Okay, so are you a tourist or are you a trader? So really, we got to ride the bucking bronco, and the coin itself, of course, it could go lower, yes, but as we said before, when we talked about Andrew's pitchfork, where I brought that up yesterday, we're nowhere near the lower support that we actually have to worry about. The market's chopping around right now. It's fooling the novice traders, but we give you good points to look at to actually, short term buy the coin or sell the coin. We try to cover all aspects of this, but this video is about overall market analysis of the coin itself. And right now, nothing is really, scaring us. Now, I want to zoom out a little bit. I want to talk about what's going on in the macro world. And, it's really got my gumption up, so it's going to be a little bit of a rant. So just bear with me and see if I make any sense. If I make sense with this rant, let me know in the comments, okay? If you tell me don't go off on rants, just do technical analysis, I'll do it. I'm looking for some feedback here, so make sure you leave some comments for me, all right? This correction is coming amid of, say, macroeconomic uncertainty. We had renewed global tensions. We talked about this in a previous video where we said that Germany just gave the green light to long-term missiles into Ukraine. Thank goodness that the finance minister of Germany said, no way, we're not sending any type of long-range missiles to Ukraine. That was great news for this market overall. It hasn't, the market, hasn't paid attention to that. Second thing that came out, there was a piece of news that there's going to be another meeting between Ukraine and Russia for continued on peace talks. That's good news for the crypto market. Again, the marketplace isn't paying attention to it. Why? Well, because there's short-term profit taking going on, and there's going to be a reaccumulation of the coin, in my opinion. Now, there's an economist out there who I believe that he's a mouthpiece for the regime. I won't mention his name, but I call him Peter the Pumpkin Eater. Right? Now, he's sounding the alarm again because he's a big gold advocate. All right. And he's saying that the G5 central banks are stockpiling gold like crazy, and they're avoiding Bitcoin and Ethereum and other coins. That tells you what the dying regime thinks. Okay. What they're trying to do is they're trying to hold on to power. All right. This has nothing to do with them just trying to stay in power. And they want to steer away from Bitcoin. They want to collapse the US dollar. And they also want to collapse the Bitcoin market. They have no control over this. They're going to lose in the end. Now, while they're trying to hedge against the post-dollar world with old world assets like bullion and not blockchain, the United States, the largest economy in the world, is behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. Love or hate Trump, that administration is leaning in on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and America's not backing down. They are stepping up. Now, we talked about this yesterday, okay? And we're talking about the Andrews pitchfork, okay? There are 3 points that define the fork. The rest, just the market obeying the geometry of the fork itself. Bitcoin is tracking the median path like clockwork. Okay, it's heading up towards the median, and we're looking at 208,000 on the top of this thing. And guess what? We still got plenty of room before we hit the upper rail of this thing, which is way up here. Okay, like 700,000. Okay, right, maybe that's a little bit of irrational exuberance, but it's quite possible, because we said in the past that as Bitcoin takes over G7 economies, there's no stopping this coin. There's no stopping it. Now, we got plenty of room. The move isn't over. It's coiling. It's consolidating. It's getting ready to accelerate. I brought this up on the weekly chart yesterday. The warning would actually be the lower end at 74,000, or really 68,000. We're nowhere near that, people. We're nowhere near it. It's not time to panic. It's time to basically say, okay, the marketplace is going through a consolidation phase. It's trying to scare me out. I gotta. Of course, you have to have a stop loss in. If you over traded, well, that's an issue. But really, this marketplace is poised to really take off in the long run. Now, I want to go back to Ethereum, because we had this price chart up yesterday in Ethereum, and I want to continue with this bullish pattern that we have right here. Right now, Ethereum is testing the lower line of the flag formation, which is okay. I mean, okay, it didn't do what we thought it was going to do. We were excited for it to break out, but this is where chirality of markets kick in. So, in other words, any type of flag pattern then you have, okay, could do either or. All right, and it could break upward, or it could break downward. So this is, what is this? This is a daily chart on Ethereum. So short term, okay? Right now, the coin itself could break down. It could break down to around 2,300, okay? There is a short-term support. Now, I'm talking really ultra short-term support at around 2,400, okay? A breakout above the 2,800 we've been saying would confirm bullish continuation. So the move is coiling, and if you're sleeping on Ethereum, you're not really watching the structure itself. If we get, I mean, for me, this is just my personal opinion. And it's a big if we could get a move down to like 2,200, I think it would be a gift, and that's a big if we could do it. Okay, now that would require Bitcoin probably trading back down to 99,000, which is a possibility, but it's a big if. I just want to put it out there for you. We said the breakout is above 2,800, and we said that we're coiling in this bullish flag pennant right now. And there is also, as I said, chirality of markets. Just as you have a left hand and a right hand, markets can do either or in one of these patterns. And I'm not talking out of both sides of my mouth. I'm talking as a technician. There are both sides of a marketplace. Now, what a market is supposed to do and what it actually does is really valuable information. So if you know what a pennant's supposed to do, and it starts doing the chirality thing, the opposite, you know that, okay, the market's just not ready yet. However, I got to look for levels to buy. Okay, and I think that if we get down to 2,200, and that's a big if, it would be a gift, in my opinion. All right, let's go on over to the total market cap over here, where we're just talking about the altcoin market. Actually flipped bullish on the weekly MACDs right here. All right, in 2023, we had 150% movement up from that. In 2024, we had a 90% move up when we flashed this signal. Okay, 2025, we don't know because there's trillions more at stake here. If history repeats, altcoin season is about to go parabolic. So if you're early, if you're paying attention, don't chase the pumps. Position into strength. Position into strength. All right, before we wrap up, crew, I got to tell you about our crypto trading community. It's going really, really well. You don't want to miss out on this. All right, you click this link right here. You'll be taken over to this site where you can join in on the free community. Again, it's free. We'll be dropping insane alpha, real-time setups every single day, breakouts, long-term gems. We got you covered in this. If you want to follow our trades, which we've been doing live, Justin started doing it on yesterday. It was a great time. I mean, come on over, give us a click right here. You'll be taken over to our preferred broker of choice, WEEX. It's a solid broker, low fees, fast execution, perfect for our strategies. Join up with us, man. Follow us on our trading. We're looking to help you out. Why this thing is taking so long to load, I don't know. But that's just technology for you. Oh, there's the chart. Thank goodness the chart showed up. But anyway, this broker's low fees, fast execution, built for our strategies. Level up your trading. Let's stack the stories and the profits together. So, as I said before, this market is separating the tourists from the traders. I think that's a great line. Smart money isn't panicking, it's accumulating. Watch the charts, not the headlines, okay? Make sure that you like and subscribe. Hit the bell so you don't miss, tomorrow's update. Follow us on X where the conversation never stops. Trade with your head, not over it. Do your own research. Make sure as a short-term trader you enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.